Phantom Rage is the next core TCG booster set to be released, launching officially on November 5th. With your standard core set rarity lineup, we see another 100 new cards enter the game in the form of 50 commons, 26 supers, 14 ultras, and 10 secrets. Within these 100 cards, we see a variety of different strategies receiving some long-awaited support, but we also see some entirely new strategies, one of which is looking to pack a real punch or kick. Introducing the Dual Avatar archetype, a fusion-based token spam deck that aims to serve a knuckle sandwich to the opponent by pushing out at least 2 fusion monsters almost every turn and laying the smackdown. Literally. We're going to be taking an early look at some of the English cards here, and because it's playable right out of the box, we'll go over the playstyle and some small combos as well. So starting out, of course, with our main deck monsters, we have 2 in the form of Dual Avatar Fists Yuhi and Dual Avatar Feet Kokoku. Now they both have pretty good effects here. Starting off with our Fists man Yuhi, we can target one dual avatar monster we control and destroy it, and if we do, we can add one dual avatar spell from our deck to our hand. Then if a face-up dual avatar fusion monster you control that was fusion summoned using an effect monster as material is destroyed by battle or opponent's card effect while this card is in the graveyard, you can add it back to your hand. So right off the bat, we're seeing some good searchability and card advantage because it is essentially replacing itself, and then with the added recursion as well, he comes back to your hand when your fusion monster gets destroyed. Pretty good. Now moving on to Kokoku, he has the effect where if he is normal or special summoned, you can add one dual avatar trap from your deck to your hand, and then during your opponent's turn, if a face-up dual avatar monster, so it doesn't have to be a fusion monster, that you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand, and then apply the following effect. Destroy one dual avatar monster you control, and if you do, special summon one dual avatar fusion monster from your extra deck. So once again, we're seeing that it essentially replaces itself by searching for a trap on summon, and additionally it's sort of like a hand trap. When your monster gets destroyed on your opponent's turn, you're going to summon it from your hand and get out one of your fusion monsters, and some of the fusion monsters have effects that do act as interruptions, but we'll come to that in a second. It definitely will make your opponent think twice about destroying your monsters. First we're going to start off with the spells, and the field spell in particular is very good because it's able to start off all of your plays. So Perfect Sync Aun. When this card is activated, you can add one dual avatar monster from your deck to your hand, so either feet or fists, whichever you prefer. On top of that, if you control a dual avatar effect monster, you can special summon one dual avatar spirit token, which is level 2, 0 attack and 0 defense. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except fusion monsters. So the deck does lock you into fusion summoning most of the time, but you can already start to see how the deck sort of plays, especially with this next spell card, Dual Avatar Invitation. Discard one card, and if you do, special summon as many dual avatar spirit tokens as possible. Also, for the rest of the turn, you are locked out of the extra deck except for fusion monsters, and all tokens you control cannot be tributed and are destroyed during the end phase. After summoning these tokens, you can apply this effect up to twice. Fusion summon one dual avatar fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. You can only activate one invitation per turn. So I can't say I'm too surprised that this card is a secret rare, because it's actually crazy in the fact that it just requires no setup whatsoever. You can get 5 tokens onto the field and then just make 2 fusion monsters just like that. It's also very easy to get to in the deck because you can search it off of Fists Yuhi and you can search Fists Yuhi off of the field spell, so you're essentially running 9 ways of getting to this card. So the consistency is looking pretty strong as well, and if you already have access to Invitation, you might want to search for the other spell card, Dual Avatar Defeating Evil, which is a quick play and reads as follows. Target one dual avatar monster you control and one card your opponent controls. Destroy them, then if you destroyed a dual avatar fusion monster you control by this effect, you can apply one of these. Draw one card, or banish one card from your opponent's graveyard. You can only activate one Defeating Evil per turn. So this card is essentially a 2-in-1 by the fact that you're destroying one of your opponent's monsters and then banishing one of their resources from their graveyard as well, unless you choose to draw a card, which is still really good. So a very good 2-in-1 sort of card there. Then finally, before moving on to the fusion monsters, we're going to look at one of the trap cards, and that is Dual Avatar Compact. So during the main phase, banish one dual avatar spell or trap from your graveyard except Compact. This card's effect becomes that spell or trap's effect when that card is activated. You you can only activate one compact per turn. So this card works nicely with the fact that you have to discard one card to activate Invitation. You could discard a spell or trap that you don't need, and then you can use compact to still get its effect anyway. So all round, lots of good cards in the main deck that I would say work together really nicely. Now let's move on to the extra deck. So we have 3 fusion monsters, 2 of which only require any 2 dual avatar monsters, and the third requires 2 dual avatar monsters plus specifically dual avatar fists Yuhi. So first up here we have dual avatar fists armored Gyo with 2100 attack and 1500 defense, and an effect that reads as follows. If this card is special summoned, you can target one attack position monster your opponent controls, destroy it. Also, this card cannot attack directly for the rest of this turn. You can only use this effect of dual avatar fists once per turn, while you control a dual avatar fusion monster that was fusion summoned using an effect monster as material. All dual avatar fusion monsters you control gain 300 attack and defense. So this is the monster that I was referring to that can be used as a form of interruption on the opponent's turn when summoned through the effect of Kokoku. The next one we have here is dual avatar feet armored Ungyo, 1700 attack and 2100 defense, and the effect is, if a dual avatar fusion monster or monsters you control would be destroyed by card effect, you can destroy one dual avatar monster you control instead. During the main phase, if you control a dual avatar fusion monster that was fusion summoned using an effect monster as material, quick effect, you can target one face-up monster special summoned from the extra deck, negate its effects until the end of this turn. You can only use this effect of dual avatar feet once per turn. So while armored Agyo is a very good option for going second, we have armored Ungyo as a very good option for going first, providing us with a quick effect negate on an extra deck monster of your opponent's. And then finally, for the third fusion, we have dual avatar empowered Kongyo with 3000 attack, so he's pretty beefy, and 1700 defense, and this is the one that requires dual avatar fists Yuhi as a material. The effect is, if this card battles, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. If this card attacks, after damage calculation, you can return one monster your opponent controls to the hand. When your opponent's spell or trap card or effect is activated that targets this card on the field while you control 2 or more fusion monsters, quick effect, you can negate the activation. You can only use this effect of Empowered Kongyo once per turn. So one of our bigger boss monsters here, coming in rightfully so as an ultra rare, he has a lot of effects on him and they're all pretty useful. He can be used as a very good form of removal to break your opponent's board because his effect activates after damage calculation, and because your opponent can't activate effects until the end of the damage step, they can't respond to it, and therefore they can't stop you just removing 2 bodies from their field. Overall, it looks to be a pretty fun deck coming out of Phantom Rage. So now let's see what a typical dual avatar turn would look like. So starting off with just a field spell, Perfect Sync Aun, we're going to get a search for dual avatar fists Yuhi. Now, if we normal summon dual avatar fists Yuhi, because we control an effect dual avatar monster, we can activate the second effect of the field spell to special summon a token. From here, we can activate the effect of Yuhi to destroy the token and search for a spell card, grabbing dual avatar invitation. Discarding a card to special summon 4 dual avatar tokens alongside our Yuhi, we can then fusion summon twice, and we have the perfect materials to make an empowered Kongyo and an armored Agyo or Ungyo. Your choice here would really depend on whether you're going first or second, but couple this with the rest of the cards in your hand and you've got a pretty nice strategy, especially when you're able to pump out the same line of play near enough every turn. So yeah, dual avatar, very cool. Let me know in the comments if this is a deck you're looking forward to picking up, or just let us know what cards you're looking forward to in Phantom Rage in general, and smash the like button if you are excited for its release. This video was of course made in partnership with Konami, so thanks to them. You should also probably subscribe to the channel for maybe more future Konami reveals, who knows. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go now, so take care, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.